The M551 Sheridan was a unique and controversial light tank developed by the United States during the Cold War. Designed in the early 1960s, it was meant to provide airborne and armored cavalry units with a powerful, yet lightweight, vehicle capable of being airdropped into combat zones. Named after Civil War General Philip Sheridan, the tank was intended to replace the aging M41 Walker Bulldog and fill a niche role within U.S. armored forces. What set the Sheridan apart was its innovative, yet problematic, main gun. It featured a 152mm M81E1 gun launcher that could fire both conventional shells and the M51 Sheridan anti-tank guided missile. This allowed it to engage enemy tanks at long range and provided flexibility in combat. However, the system proved unreliable and complicated in the field. The gun's recoil was enormous, often jarring the crew and damaging internal components. The missile system, while advanced for its time, suffered from poor performance in rugged conditions and was difficult to operate under pressure. The tank's construction also reflected its airborne role. Weighing only around 15 tons, it was made of aluminum to keep it light enough for transport by aircraft or even parachute drop. This lightness, however, came at a cost. Its armor was thin and offered limited protection against mines, RPGs, and other battlefield threats. In Vietnam, where the Sheridan saw extensive use, this vulnerability became painfully clear. Despite its mobility and firepower, it struggled to survive in the dense jungles and booby-trapped terrain. Crew members often had mixed feelings about the Sheridan. On one hand, it could traverse difficult terrain and bring serious firepower to a fight. On the other, its maintenance problems and lack of protection were constant headaches. In urban combat, especially during the U.S. invasion of Panama and Operation Desert Storm, Sheridans were again deployed, this time mainly for reconnaissance and support roles. By then, its shortcomings were well known, but the military continued to use it due to a lack of suitable alternatives. The Sheridan's service officially ended in the 1990s, and it was eventually phased out without a direct replacement. Today, it's remembered as an ambitious but flawed machine. While its concept of a light, heavily armed, air-deployable tank was forward-thinking, the technology of the time simply wasn't ready to deliver on that vision. The M551 Sheridan remains a fascinating chapter in military vehicle history, a bold attempt at innovation that fell short in execution but left a lasting mark on the development of armored warfare. Would you like a voiceover-style version or subtitles for this script?